Welcome to Coffee with Viking. I am Mike. Cheers. Second Corinthians, fighting off a hostile takeover. After writing 1 Corinthians, Paul revisits the congregation he started in the busy seaport town of Corinth. It's not a happy reunion. The young congregation has been quarreling over a bunch of issues, including who the spiritual leader should be, and Paul is just one of several candidates. During this tense visit, one of the members verbally and viciously attacks him. After Paul leaves town, life in Corinthian church goes from bad to worse. Intruders come, self-proclaimed apostles. They call Paul anything but an apostle. Judging by the defense Paul puts up in 2 Corinthians, which is a letter he writes partly to respond to these intruders, they accuse him of 1. Being a fake apostle, 2. Promoting himself, 3. Lying to the Corinthians, 4. Keeping money he raised in offerings, and last, writing stern letters but not backing up his words with action. Paul answers every charge, reminding the Corinthians of what they saw for themselves when he was with them. What they saw was a genuine miracle-working apostle of Christ who refused to accept offerings for himself and who cared deeply for the Corinthian believers. Though Paul did take offerings for himself from supporters in Philippi and would later ask for financial help from Christians in Rome, he didn't collect offerings for himself in Corinth. And here on this side note, the Corinthian girl. Like Valley Girl, this moniker was no compliment. In ancient Greek slang, it meant hooker. That's the reputation Corinth developed, but probably didn't deserve. And there's a photo right there. All right, the main point, defending his ministry against intruders who pummel him with criticism, Paul pleads with believers at the church he founded in Corinth. Please open your hearts to us. We have not done wrong to anyone, nor led anyone astray, nor taken advantage of anyone. And that'll be in 2 Corinthians 7:2. The writer, of course, the letter is from Paul and from Timothy, which was actually in, I believe, 2 Corinthians 1:1. Actually, it says it right there, 2 Corinthians 1:1. But it's written in the first person as though Paul may be dictating to Timothy. The date, Paul writes this follow-up to 1 Corinthians in about AD 55, a few months after writing the first letter. And the location, Paul is still traveling on his third missionary journey. Clues in the letter suggest he has already left Ephesus, where he stayed about 3 years, and now in northern Greece he writes the letter to the believers in and around Corinth. I love you all. Stay blessed. Stay caffeinated. And may you all have a blessed and wonderful day, led by the Spirit of God. Much love.